Let's go! Are you freaking kidding me? Detroit Lions fans, you guys saw my Bill Belichick Jaguars video and said, why haven't you actually celebrated the freaking 9-1 best team in the NFC, Detroit Lions? So let's break it down. Okay, so you got Travon Walker getting some pressure from the right side of Jared Goff. And my favorite thing about this play is Ben Johnson schemes things so wide open for Goff that it is nice to actually see Jared Goff, two hands on the football, stepping up into the pocket and scramble drilling this tight end open for the first offensive play of the game for Detroit. So Goff has some playmaking ability, and that's impressive, especially after the 5-interception game the week before. This is one of my favorite things, right? You have all these pre-snap motions, split zoning Amon-Ra St. Brown, bringing the tight end across, and look at this movement up the middle. Jacksonville's defensive tackles have not necessarily lived up to what some Jaguars fans believe. Look at that hole right there. My goodness gracious. And, David Montgomery can bang it up in there. Make some guys miss. He's falling forward. You'll have to see. And now you're starting to get the Ben Johnson special. Having an elite play caller, really the difference is in the red zone. So you fake like you're running a little screen here. You have all these routes to the right side, and that guarantees man coverage to the backside more often than not. And number 3, the former second-round pick, Campbell, was absolutely torched by the sun god all freaking game long, and that's why Amon-Ra St. Brown is one of the best receivers in the NFL, okay? He's probably getting open without all that design, but all of that helps out, especially down here. And then once again, you're having so much success this year with these split zone lead runs, and once again, look at that movement versus these Jaguar defensive tackles. They stand no chance. Monty walks in untouched. Okay, so once again, all this pre-snap motion from the tight end. You get a play action fake right here, and it's Amon-Ra versus a DB who has a leverage advantage. I can't state enough how good these receivers are in the NFL at getting separation versus a DB with outside leverage. It was really, really, really impressive. And look at this ball location from Goff. Bang. I mean, you can't do it that much better than that. And my goodness gracious, I mean, it's just so much motion. And then guess what? Outside zone to the right with a freaking nature and Jahmyr Gibbs. And look at what an outside zone play action fake can do to a defense, okay? You're holding it, and then you pull it. And what happens is with these shallow drags against an outside zone play action fake is, number one, it increases the distance for this backside end to come make a potential tackle. He's got to respect the boot and everything else that goes along with it. And then number 2 is if you outside zone play action, these linebackers have to run so hard to the outside because of Gibbs' speed. If you're running a shallow drag in the opposite direction, you can get traffic if it's man coverage. And watch, bang, okay? So now Goff sees that, and it's just too late. Now, one extra wrinkle to this is because the Jaguars don't have really good defensive tackles that could just come in and blow up this fake, what you can do is get a little push right here with your left guard and then peel him out to block this backside in just in case he was screaming down, all right? There's so many intricate designs. Once again, the Jaguars' incompetent defense is a big reason why these plays are this wide open. But now you have arguably the fastest receiver in the NFC North with the football in space with a lot of work to be done. And, of course, he's going to pick up a lot of yards. Really, really, really good stuff. So we get to this, once again, outside zone handoff. And this time you actually are handing the football off, all right? God, this is just really good stuff. You can see that this backside linebacker, this is a good football IQ play from Penei Sewell. If this backer wants to shoot this way on an outside zone to the left, Penei Sewell will let you do it all day. And guess what? He takes himself out of the play for him to potentially come over the top and make a tackle. Then I saw some Jaguar fans complaining about a hold right here. 93 just, I mean, he had an outside advantage, but The guard does a really good job getting his hands in there. I didn't see much of a hold there. And then, of course, Campbell, who had an atrocious day, is not making a tackle in a hole versus the freak of nature, Jahmyr Gibbs. And it is pretty much pay dirt from here on out. Really good stuff. Another thing about this Lions offense is, yes, things do get schemed open. No doubt about it. But the blocking technique and individual talent of the players themselves are really good. Okay? 89, right? You know, these other tight ends not named Sam Laporta are good players too. And look, this time, Josh Hines-Allen, who's really good, is destroying this play in the backfield. And what does Jahmyr Gibbs do? He's able to bounce it to the outside. Once again, number 3 had an absolutely atrocious day. I don't know what the hell he's doing here. He's jumping up and down, saying, why in the hell did they give me a single digit? He cuts off Cisco as well, and he gets thonged into the end zone. And once again, the Jags are just jagging. And then, my goodness gracious, are you kidding me? Someone get the Harlem Globetrotters music behind this thing. I just can't freaking believe it. Amon-Ra just throws the corner off of him, and guess what? Bang. Look at that. That flip was so clean. By the way, the Lions uniform upgrade is the biggest uniform upgrade in NFL history. Just straight aura. The all blues, the blacks, all. I mean, get the caution tape out. Chalk outline. This Jaguar defensive tackle group just had no freaking shot. I mean, look at this double. Look at this. Right side DT gets blocked all the way back to Rochester Hills. And what, 99's in, what is it, Lovey or Novi? I mean, look at this. This is abuse. Abuse. You got him, getting right back into the backers. It's just nasty, nasty, nasty stuff. I don't even know, and I understand, this was a thumbnail image for the Jaguar video. I don't know if Bill Belichick can save this Jaguar defense. They are that bad. Then, once again, you're just destroying them with inside handoffs, play action fake. This forces the linebackers to really press to the line of scrimmage. And when they do that, it increases so much more space right here in the intermediate. Okay? And because Amon-Ra St. Brown is straight barbecuing these DBs, doesn't matter who, it really doesn't matter that there might be a little pressure, because there is, but look at this separation from the sun god. And the ball location wasn't the best. He's still able to make the catch. And once again, if my DTs are struggling this much, I am just telling them on every snap just to fall down and create a pile. Okay? Just fall down. Create a pile. And, I mean, you're going to lose every single game if your DTs are getting blown that far back. Every single game. Every single game. The only saving grace is the DTs were able to stay in their gaps. They were getting, they were kind of sort of staying in their gaps, even though they were getting pushed back. All right, the abuse is enough, right? Do I really need to break down any more plays? You better daggum believe I'm going to break down more plays. Okay. Can't get over how bad this Jaguar defense is. Now remember, these shallow drags and over the intermediate has been killing the Jaguars, just straight killing them. So now you have all these DBs scared of this, and what do? You hit them with a little swing route into space, okay? And, man, that's just really, really, really bad stuff. I think this game featured the NFL's best play caller, not named Andy Reid, against one of the worst defensive coordinators in the NFL right now, and Ryan Nielsen. And I'm going to defend Ryan Nielsen as well. This is the Jacksonville Jaguar football team. And Jahmyr Gibbs, you can see at the end that Ventrell Miller makes one of the better shoestring tackles you will ever see. So I do give him a lot of credit. Also like the fact he wears a traditional linebacker number. We need to bring him back into the 50s, and Jahmyr Gibbs wearing a traditional running back number. I love to see that as well. He is pissed. And if I'm Jacksonville, why am I still running man coverage? I mean, we are getting cooked. And guess what? Well, he starts off looking to the right, Jared Goff. Good to see that the Jaguars finally make him have to go through a progression instead of just throw to wide open guys. And look at this. Bang. All right, 3, once again, the worst game by an NFL corner probably all season. Continues it, and look at Amon-Ra, sun god, straight shading the DB by strolling into the end zone for a tutty.